Hey, I dropped off my truck this morning at the Ram dealership to get that anti-lock brake error message serviced. So I've got a loaner vehicle here, and what I soon learned in the loaner vehicle is you got to have the seatbelt on or the darn thing just keeps dinging and dinging and dinging. I think there's a way to disable that. But since this is a loaner vehicle, I guess I better not disable it.
So I've just got the seatbelt clicked in there so it does not ding. But I just read, having said that, I just read an article this morning that GM in the next couple of years will have a seatbelt interlock on all of their new vehicles. So that means the car will not start until the seatbelt is buckled.
Well, no, I do have one GM product now in the fleet, but yeah, I'm not so sure I'll replace it with the GM product if that's the route they're going. Although I'm sure there will be a way to go in and disable that setting, because there are some people, especially with pickup trucks, that are driving on ranches that never hit a county or a state highway, you know. And for farmers or construction workers where you're moving, you know, from site to site or just field to field or something like that, you can't be bothered with buckling that seatbelt every time you want to start the vehicle. It's not pragmatic. But yet in the same article, I think it was in an article, or maybe it was a comment on the article, that 50% of deaths in car crashes are from people who are not wearing seatbelts. So that means 50% of car crash deaths are people wearing seatbelts. So 50-50 chance. I'm a gambler. Yeah, 50-50. That's all it is. So, but yet, you know, we have to comply. It's just like the mask. Even the mask isn't okay. I shouldn't be getting too deep into this, but let me finish this. Even the mask, from studies that I have read, for the mask that most people are wearing, which is a cloth face covering or that blue surgical type mask, it is only 10 to 40% effective. 10 to 40%. That's it. Okay. I am headed down here to the farm now to see if Jeffrey got that John Deere 2510, if he worked on that last night, and pull it apart, see what I need, what kind of parts I need to get for that. But it's another hot one. It's a little after 10 o'clock, and it's already, according to this, up to 85 degrees with the humidity. When I left home, looked at my weather station, the heat index was, I think, 103 or 105 degrees already at 10 o'clock this morning. The heat just keeps going. It's like the Energizer bunny. It keeps going and going and going. Well, okay, we've got a bunch of parts laying here on the floor, and we've got a trail of kitty litter here. And we've got a tractor that has been pulled apart here. Jeffrey's left me a list of the parts here. I'll contact my John Deere dealer and get these parts ordered so we can get this baby back together so she'll purr like a kitten. Let me check the serial number here before I go up, because that's always the first thing they ask you. 016-286, 016-286. Yep, that's the number I have written down. Let me hop in my loaner vehicle here, and I gotta stop by the hardware store, get the bank deposit. I'll go up to the bank, and then spider web, and stop by the John Deere dealership and get these parts ordered here, and then maybe sit back in the cool AC today, because darn, it is hot. I think I already said that, but I'm saying it again. It is hot. Well, it is another hot one today. 8:30 this morning when I left home, The temperature was 82 degrees, 95% humidity, so the heat index was about 95 degrees. This humidity has just been unbearable. It reminds me of the my visit to Fiji a couple of years ago, where it was just humid and hot. We were only there for 2 days, one overnight, but yeah, that humidity down there was, I thought that was bad, but no, we've had most of the summer with this humidity. Wow. Anyhow, I got the call this morning from my John Deere dealer that my parts were in, so headed up there to pick up those parts. Got the call yesterday evening that my truck is complete. I'm going to use the loaner car, put the miles on it, go get the parts from Deere, and then I'll swing by the dealership and pick up my truck. And I guess I'll head down to the farm and look for a cool job today. Don't know what that's going to be, but man, just as soon as you walk out of the house, the sweat just starts pouring off of you. I gotta find a cool job to do. Maybe I'll just sit in front of the fan and watch my phone screen to see what President Houseplant can screw up today. It seems like every day there's a new screw up with him. Okay, let me pick up my parts, pick up my truck, and figure out the rest of the day. Hey, I've got my truck back. Let's hope the problems are solved with it. We'll see. Well, you can't see it, but I'm sweating, and the horse flies are horrible. He got me. Ouch. That horsefly drew blood. Man, it is hot. Even down here on the beach, there's very little breeze going. I have found a shade tree here to stand under. I need to go drinking, it sounds like. So I have found a shade tree to stand under while I take in the scenery here and just kind of ponder life a little bit. It's a very calm day out here on the Chesapeake Bay. No boats. That tells you how hot it is. Not a single boat that I can see from my vantage point here. You can't see them with this camera, but there's some crab pots out here. I'm sure it's too hot for the crabs to be running. Water's clear. A few jellyfish out there. But overall, it's just a darn hot day, even too hot to be out here on the beach. Hey, buddy. Are you okay? You're so close to the water. But I think you did not make it. You need to make better choices next time. Stay out in the deeper water where it's a little bit cooler. But no, you had to get up here in the shallow water, and then you got washed ashore and couldn't get back in the water, and so now you're in crab heaven. Same thing for you. You wouldn't stay out in the deep water, so now you're in jellyfish heaven. Okay, we got the parts here. So I guess if Jeffrey wants to, if it's cooled off any, he can start putting this tractor back together this weekend. I don't know if he has any plans, but I'll send a text to him and let him know we've got all the parts that he told me to get, and he can work on it at his leisure. Well, I did find a cool job to do on a hot day like this. Yep. I found a field to bush hog. Yeah, I should have done this a couple of weeks ago. I had somebody stop me at the post office about 2 weeks ago. Hey, can you come down and bush hog a field for me? It's overgrown a little bit. They didn't want the trees to get ahead of them. So it's about, I don't know, 6 or 7 acres here I'm bush hogging. And wouldn't you know it, so as I came into this field to start bush hogging, there was a car that was kind of driving slow and following me. And then he sat, you know, out on the road kind of watching me. But that's not unusual. Retired people, they have nothing better to do but watch a tractor in a field. Usually if somebody wants to get my attention, they'll get out of the car and walk up to the edge of the field, but he wasn't doing that, just kind of watching. So after about 30 minutes, he finally moves his car to the end of the field, and then he gets out. So my assumption was, okay, he needs to talk to me. So I stopped to talk to him, and well, he's from one of our local churches. Asked me if I could go bush hog a piece of property behind the church. I guess they're putting in a new cemetery. And well, how do you put in a new cemetery? You can't really put in a cemetery until somebody dies. I guess they're expanding their cemetery, have cleared a lot, so it's just got about an acre there of stuff that's grown up. He'd like me to bush hog for him. So, you know, I will do my charitable deed for the day, or maybe this one is the only one for the week. So once I finish here with this field, I'll stop at the church and bush hog that lot for them, take care of the spirits. You know, one day I may need a place in that lot, and I don't want grass and weeds growing on top of me. Well, really, I don't care. But yeah, as long as the air conditioner continues working in this tractor, life will be good. Chance of thunderstorms this evening. They're saying maybe an inch or two. These storms, because of this humidity and the heat, these storms, if we get one, it could dump a lot of rain in a short period of time. So we'll see how that goes. And then, of course, there's another tropical storm, hurricane brewing down in the Caribbean. Which one is that one? Tropical storm Ida. I guess that's still a couple days away, but who knows what that's going to do, if it's going to come up and affect us any. But you know, it's that time of the year. We got to keep our eyes open. You know, you're always taking a chance when you come into a field like this to bush hog it. Because it's easy to pick up a deer antler. You just can't see it. Unlike a field that's been tilled or plowed or planted, antlers are a little more visible. But yeah, in a field like this, they're just not visible. And man, you can take out a tire and eat up all your profits in a hurry. In fact, as soon as I pulled into this field and started to bush hog, a small fawn jumped out of the grass and took off running. Oh, the poor bunny. It has no cover now. Run, bunny, run. Okay, I guess this is the lot over here. I don't have much room to get through this headstone and this tree on the other side, but close, but I'm not hitting it. And it just came through there. walking down the edge of this cemetery, and I hope there's no headstones right on the edge of it. I can't really see much here. Okay, I didn't hit any that I know of, so that's a good sign. You know, I think when I die and I'm buried, I want a shady spot like this person here, especially on days like today where it's hotter than the place my soul will probably be going. If my soul is going to be hot, I'd like my body to be cool, so yeah, put me under a shade tree somewhere. That would be great. Well, actually, I've already had the conversation with my daughter. I am to be cremated. That is my wish, to be cremated. I told her don't spend a lot of money on me when I'm dead. Save the money for a party. Save it for adult beverages. Cremate me. Take my ashes, maybe spread me out in the ocean. Take me on my last cruise, spread my ashes in the ocean. Whoa. I think I hit a pile of dirt. So yeah, I really don't, just cremate me. And I really don't care what you do after that. But don't spend a lot of money. Have a party, buy some adult beverages, then you can really talk about me. You know, I'm a flatlander, and this isn't flat land here. This got a hill or two in it, which means some gullies, and I really got to be careful here. I've never worked a hill like this before. And I don't guess this is really a bad hill, but I'm just not used to hills in a tractor. You know, I really would like to cut that tree, but I don't know if it has any sentimental value for the person that's buried under it. I think it just came up as a wild tree, a gum tree, and then there's a small pine tree behind it. But nobody is here for me to talk to about that, but so I guess I will leave it. But man, it probably should be cut. But I'll leave it alone, just in case. I don't want the spirits to come haunt me. I had enough of that after my father passed. Alright, that job is complete. It was about an acre, I would say. So I've got it all cut down for them, so people can die to get there now. That job is complete. Now I am headed up to the hardware store. I've got a notary appointment at 3:30, 4 o'clock, and it's Friday evening, and you know what that means. It's adult beverage time, and that means I'm out of here, so see ya! That horsefly is on its back. It's on the outside of the windshield. I can't say it's hanging on for dear life. Ah, there, it just flipped itself around. Now, how it was able to stay on that windshield while I was going down the road on its back, I don't know, but it did. But all is good now.